Laziest Niger. Oh, lovely. Oh my god, they are growing. I'm about to cry. Who's gonna need the next first? The Fidoli or the Lacius? This lot are going a bit faster, so probably these lot. Ants, ants, ants. Hello, Texas Ant Keeper. Welcome to the live. You're the first one here. We got the Lasses Niger out, as you can see, booming a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. Only a few cocoons in there. This bit is full of larvae. Like, I can barely see in there, but I just managed to have a little peek inside, and yeah, it's got it's got a bit too many. But you know what? There's no such thing as too much growth, in my opinion. I like a nice big colony. I'm gonna get started feeding them. Sugar water. I'm not feeding them with a normal liquid feeder anymore. Because I think it just kept leaking out and it was really annoying. So I've given up. And instead, I'm just using sugar water on a feeding dish, which is cool anyway. Oh, hi, Tuna. Starting a yo chain right now. Oh, there we go. I think they like brown sugar more than white sugar because they seem to just go a little bit more crazy for it. I don't know why they would, but I guess so. By the way, I've got a fan running in the back. Is that too noisy? Shall I turn it off? Oh, they will need protein. Can you guys hear all right? What's the quality sounding like? Oh, you've got no head, matey. It's good. Okay. It shouldn't be as like it should be a bit higher quality than last time because of the fan running. It should be my phone shouldn't overheat as much, so hopefully the quality should drop. There we go, a couple of pieces of mealworm in there. I'm gonna get a nice top view so you can see that. They seem to be swarming quite a lot recently, and I made sure to leave a nice bit of time so that it's been a while since I've fed them last time, so they should have a decent little swarm, maybe. Oh, hi, fantastic Tom. Oh, Marcus found it. Lovely. I can't believe how much this colony's grown. I mean, look at that. Look at those pupa in there. I wonder if you can see the queen. Is the queen in there? Nope. Maybe, I don't know if ants really like the dark more, because I mean, a lot of my ant colonies don't care, as in they'll still live in it, but I think maybe they're just a bit more comfortable in the dark, because they seem to, if they are given a darker spot, they will, you know, go into it. They're so small. I wonder how big they'll get, because in the wild they look pretty big, the workers. So I wonder how big the actual workers will get, because they do look bigger than the first nanitics, but it seems to be quite a slow growth, I guess. This colony is now a year old and like a couple weeks. Well, that's since I caught the queen. I'm not sure about since she got her first workers. Hello, Ants England. Oh wow, we got quite a few people coming in this time. They can be desensitized to light sources. Yeah, I don't know. I think my ants which care the most about light, maybe my Camponotus fetching koi, because she, even if there's heat, she'll rather be in the dark than on the heat. So, what do you think of this outworld? Oh, nice. Focus. Thank you. I'm just using a liquid feeder now for water, not anything else. Yeah, very species dependent. I mean, even my messors don't care about light, which is pretty crazy. Lichen. No, this is just some like fake bushes that I got on Amazon, and these little like fake mountains which I also got on Amazon, which interestingly enough I found on Ants HQ for like double the price. Ants HQ's been a bit slimy there. Only my bobs care about like got some different colonies. I think I used sanded grout for the base of this outworld, and yeah. Hopefully my newly caught Niger queens do well. Yeah, I mean it's just luck really with Niger, I think, because I mean genetics, it changes. Like if they have good genetics, then they should, you know, have a decent colony. The vibrations will bother them more than the light ever would, definitely. Like I mean, even my Nigers, they used to like not care about vibrations really, but now even just when I set these guys down on my desk, they went a little bit crazy for a second. But I mean, again, my fetching koi, she's like goes crazy whenever I even just tap like the glass of her test tube just a tiny bit. Same with my Barbarus, but they don't seem to be as affected by it. Hello, Rory Lob. Uh, I've got a sore throat today. These guys definitely don't react as fast as my Fidoli. Like, honestly, as soon as I put a mealworm in the outworld of my Fidoli, 30 seconds in, they've already dragged it way into the nest. These guys are quite slow, but once they get a trail going, then yeah. That's just Nigel on my fav. My fav. Yeah, I like them too. Well, do you have any other colonies? Barbarous, you sneeze near them and they run. Yeah, genuinely everything. They get crazy. I'd honestly say this is maybe my biggest colony at the moment. I mean, they're my fastest growing at the moment since of all the brood they have, which is surprising because I mean the queen's been laying crazy amounts of eggs, even though she's not that physogastric. So yeah, it's a bit unusual. I mean, I wonder if you can see some eggs in here. It's gone a bit foggy because it's quite cool, but eggs. There's that big white patch there. Eggs. and lots of young larvae around here. Actually, I think that might be the queen, like right in that little dark spot there. Lassus niger is so underappreciated. Yeah, I mean, they are like compared to other species. They are a bit more boring, but they're still ants and they're still cool ants. So there's nothing wrong with them, and there is cool stuff about them too. Like I don't know, they're just cool. You got about 7 workers on that mealworm there. Don't seem to be going too crazy for the sugar. There's 1 worker on it. I did give them a bunch of sugar water earlier this week, and maybe they're storing it. I think it was last week before the live stream I gave them a mealworm, and genuinely half the colony outside, maybe 100 workers. Nigers are awesome. When my messes got free, my Nigers were dragging around major heads like trophies. Wow. How'd your messers escape? Nigers in big numbers are savage, definitely. I mean, I think one time in the wild I saw like just a caterpillar, and it was being swarmed by them like all angles, just being bitten. I have Barbarus, 15 workers, three listed Niger queens, 1 Fidoli Pallidula queen, 1 Myrmica 30 workers. Oh, cool. That's actually a pretty good collection. I like the Niger trails the most. Yeah, I think they don't really trail like the whole time like Carabera diversa, but when they're as soon as like the new spreads of the food, then they'll have a little trail of new workers coming, and that's pretty cool. I did a time lapse once of feeding them, and you can actually see it sort of. They ate the setup to get free. Oh my god. Yeah, I think their mages might be a little bit stronger than most ants. Nigers are one of the best at teamwork. Yeah. I mean, smaller ants just tend to be better at teamwork, I reckon. Like, I mean, my Fidoli, they're really, I think honestly they're better at teamwork than this lot, because if I gave them live food, they would clamp onto it and just like lock in place with their feet, and it just wouldn't be able to move, and then they wait for like a major to come, and it will start cutting it up. So it's almost like they have it all planned out. What species do you have? Well, you'll see throughout the live stream I have like 14 ant colonies now. I could move on to, I could put these ones in the back, and I could bring over another one. I could bring over the Fidoli, since I've just been talking about them. Oh. Okay. Oh, focus, please. I'm just going to bring over the next colony. Oh, here we go. Fidoli. Oh, on top of my tweezers. I need those. Thank you. Okay. The setup is got the Venus nest, which I hate, and medium outworld, which I decorated. It's very similar to the Niger's one, but they are doing something a bit odd in the outworld. They have got brood next to that rock right there. Not sure why. Maybe they just need more space, and I mean, I don't know if they're big enough for a medium Gen 4 nest, but I mean, I've got it. What do you experienced ant keepers think of this? So you've got this many ants here in the nest, and this is the size of the medium nest. So I don't think they're big enough for it yet. But when they are ready, I'm just gonna take that off, place that in, attach. I mean, honestly, Gen 4 are pretty annoying to connect together. Not as easy as like crafting and stuff, but yeah. Palidula are evil. I've never kept Palidula, but yeah. I think Tuna kept a Palidula colony, which unfortunately died last year. But these are noders, so. You also have Campo. Nico rents his 40 worker colony, which I raised from 5 queens. Sadly, one of the queens was killed, so there's 4 queens left, but crazy amount of brood. That's still quite a lot of queens. I mean, I've got a 1 queen colony, which is I got the queen like 50 days ago, I'd say. She's got 8 workers, a good amount of cocoons, and she's just laid a big batch of eggs. So I wouldn't be surprised if they grow quite quickly. As you can see, going through the tube, probably picking up the brood back and bringing it into the nest because they're kind of scared. How many majors have they got, I wonder? Well, they've actually got some smaller majors, which is a bit unusual. Like, I didn't know that noders could get other sizes other than just workers and majors, but they seem to have media workers, like almost in between major and worker. And they also just have some slightly smaller majors. So if it's just normal, what do you call it? I forgot the word. But if they're just maybe not being fed enough, then I'll be surprised because they don't they don't always go crazy for food. But I reckon they will today because I just have that feeling. Yeah, my noders have the same. Died in, oh yeah, Palindula died in diapers. Oh, God. Been a bit sick this week. Maybe the heat has caused it. I don't know. Okay, let's get these guys fed. Where do you buy most of your ants from? Well, I've bought a lot of them from Ant Antics. I've bought some of them from Ants HQ. Honestly, probably never going to buy from them again. I've bought a colony from Ants Davy, which was good. And I also bought a colony from a private seller called Veg or Antcrest. If you look at my honeypot video, then you'll see stuff about that, and you'll be able to find the link to his YouTube channel and probably his Discord on his description. I'm not going to be feeding any red runners today because I'm trying to let them grow a bit, and there's not that many, so it would be a bit stupid just to feed them all to my ants and not even just waste them, you know? It's the reason you get them live. I thought Ants HQ was good. They definitely are very overrated. They basically just buy stuff from AliExpress and resell it for like hundreds of pounds. So yeah, even those massive nests that they make, those like ones with the lights and everything, from AliExpress, like genuinely £20. I don't buy stuff from AliExpress because I think it's like sweatshops and stuff, but they're maybe the most overpriced ant store. See, do you see how quickly they react to this? Bloody hell. I think Fed is my favourite because he's cheap and my barbers are doing well. I have horrid experience with Ants HQ. Yeah, they're terrible. I think, if you know the Ant Archives, he got a Nico colony and he put them into one of the Ants HQ acrylic nests, which, I mean, it could have just been a bit too big for them, but I honestly just think it's not good for them. Okay, excuse me, did you just see how quickly they pulled that mealworm in? 30 seconds max, genuinely. All of my ads, other than my feed only, have died from Ants HQ. Exactly the same with me. Same with Best Ants UK, horrible website. Ant Antics are probably the best website, and then I'd say Fedge is the best private seller, of which I know of right now. Although he's mostly depleted his stock now. So yeah. Apparently Tiki Ants was reselling too. Yeah, I don't know about Tiki Ants. I haven't really bought anything from them, but probably, yeah. places like Wakushi, they actually make their nests, so it's good. Oh my god. Going down the gullet. Ooh. Lots of ants out there. I might honestly give them another one. They are too hungry. What the hell? My favourite ant supplier is with a website is definitely Ant Stavey. Yeah, I like Ant Stavey too. I think if I got leaf cutters right now, I think he's the only one in stock, but I'm not gonna get leaf cutters. I'm gonna get Polyrachis someday. I think my dream species at the moment is Polyrachis cyanventris. I think Antantics has them in stock, and they're so cool. You know the blue ants, which you might have seen them on that Ants Canada. Yeah, they're so cool, so cute and everything. I've seen some other people keep them on YouTube. They're quite like small YouTubers though. But this £600 ones, yeah, that's them. If I'm rich one day, that's what I'll get. Yo, Joob'sAnts, I can finally join your streams instead of the the hospital. Been in the hospital. You're right. See, do you see how quickly they spawn this? Oh my. So cool. Oh my god, they're actually too strong. Everyone, it'd be amazing if you could like the stream. And if you're not subscribed, please do that as well. More expensive than a whole leaf setup and the ants. Yeah, leaf cutter setups are quite expensive. I mean, honestly, I don't know if I'd buy one or if I'd try and make one. Because if I make one and I make a mistake, and let's say I have atta, oh no, that is not going to be good. They are going to kill all of my ants. Especially because they're very good at escaping and chewing through stuff. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. Okay, sorry to hear that anyway. Let's get back to the ants. Leaf cutters are awesome. I've never kept them. I think I don't have enough space. I have 2 shelves, which I'm going to turn into a vivarium soon enough. Keep saying I'm gonna. I just can't right now, but I will. Because I'm definitely not going to get leaf cutters if I don't have some sort of vivarium, because it has to be like equal temperatures, and if the condensation builds up, that can like harm the fungus apparently. Yeah, atta grow crazy. I've seen Ant Hollifer's old series where he got them, and I think it was in 7 months they went from like a tiny little like centimeter of fungus to like 2 massive pods and like an entire like ant store outworld of fungus. So that was pretty crazy. I'm gonna buy Carabara diversa, but I'm a little scared because I keep my ants in my bedroom. Yeah, I mean I keep my ants in my bedroom as well. So, but yeah, I think Carabara diversa, they're good at escaping, but I don't think they would make the most damage. Depends on how big the colony is. I heat cable my leaf cutters. Oh, okay. I've got heat cable. I do need a longer one though, because my one's only like 2 meters long or something, and I'm very messy with it. So I might get like a 6 meter one from Amazon. And I'm gonna use that to make my vivarium. Wakushi is a nice one for £50. Yeah, I've seen he has like those round ones, which are like almost like Gen 3 ones, but he also has those Gen 4 ones with like the little clay mud balls at the bottom. I think those ones are cooler. And I think if I would get those. Or maybe even crafting ant ones, because I feel like they're safer. Ants HQ do a whole setup with heating box for fungus. Designed from high-tech ants, looks so good. Yeah, I'm just never gonna buy anything from that website. It is a horrible. There's something about them. It just does not feel right. Oh, hold on. Let me just go back to my Lysias Niger real quick. They are doing something cool. 99% gonna get acros for Christmas. Tuna. Wow, that's That's cool. I don't know. I think I would get Atta. I think they're just cooler because of the mages and stuff. And I really like polymorphism. Acros are super cool as well. They're really fast growing and stuff. And I mean, I've seen Ant Singleton's videos on the Octispinosis and also Methuselah's videos on the Octispinosis. So yeah, those are cool. And also, of course, Crafting Ant's massive Lundy colony. So what, if you could get any acro species, which one would you get? I would get acros because they're less polymorphic, but don't grow to millions. Yeah, I'm not sure why you don't like polymorphism. That's like my favorite thing in ants. Oh, do you see that? Hold on. These guys are crazy. Look at that teamwork. Oh. The speed your Fidoli carry that meal on is unreal. Yeah, I know. Do you see that? Crazy Fidoli. Mad. They're insane. If you could get any, I'd get Striata. Haven't heard of those before. Wait, hold on, let me search. I'll search them up in a minute. In a bit. Okay, I'm gonna quickly switch back to my Lysis Niger because I think they're actually going. They're doing a bit more now, so I'm actually gonna bring these guys back because I know they like it nice and warm. So yeah. It's the most active live stream I've had so far. Actually, I think. I like polymorphism, but Atta and Carabera have too much. Nah, that's not, there is no such thing as too much. I don't care how much you say that. Okay, you see that? I mean, they're not going crazy, but they're going for the sugar. They're going for the protein. That's all you want. Oh, the quality's dropped a bit. I think. How hot's my phone? Okay, it's quite hot. What's the quality like, guys? Okay, it's still good. That's cool. Okay, I'm gonna put these guys to the back again. And which one should I get next? Should I get the Placodops? I think they're pretty cool. And the DIY setup. Camera quality, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, get the Placodops. Okay, I'll get those. Ooh, here we have them. Myrmecocystus Placodops, honey brants. No repeats yet, so yeah. Unfortunately, it's only 720 for me at max quality. Okay, I don't know how good that is. I think it's decent, I guess. It's difficult to record these guys, but if I get the light right, then I should be able to do a quick little show. Hold on. Okay. You can see them in there. Hold on, I'm gonna bring them a bit closer. Okay. So, as you can see, there's the queen running across there. Rude. They've got a good few cocoons there. They've actually got a replete cocoon, which is very nice. They've got, I don't know if you can see them, but at the back they have some larvae. Oh, is that a new worker I see? Fair enough. That's the first new worker I've seen so far. That should bring them to like 16 workers then. And hold on a minute. Yeah, they've got larvae. I think they'll be a bit hungry though. Oh, queen is going a bit crazy. Okay. I'm gonna put it back to the normal view. It's the most expensive colony. Probably my hops. I got them from Antantics a while ago. Had a bit of problems with them because my first colony arrived frozen, and my second colony arrived with mites, but they are alive, and I fixed it. I think there might be some sort of like special harping Nathos mite, because genuinely they've got them, but none of my other colonies have them, which is a bit strange, even though they've had them for ages. I'm just going to clean up a bit of their trash because they have a bit too much. Oh, here we go. Is that a old red runner? I think that Cataglyphis bombicina has the worst polymorphism in my opinion. What do you mean by that? Oh my god, they are trash. That is quite a large cocoon shell right there. Does that mean that the new worker might be the replete? Well, let me have a look at that. I won't be able to see it with the thing in the camera. Hold up. Oh no, it's the same. It's the same pupa. They just okay. So they opened a normal cocoon, right? And they also opened a replete cocoon, but not as in they closed it. They just took off the cocoon. Anyone know why that is? That's a bit weird. So it's not a worker, but it's just a naked pupae now. It's pretty big though. Yeah. Okay. I need to finish the trash. Mites in harps usually come from live crickets. Oh, I did give them live crickets, but the queen died the exact same day that I moved them. I don't know if that's because of the mites. I did give them live crickets though, from Antantics. They were like brand new, so I would be surprised if it was really that quick. But yeah, I'm just sticking to red runners now. I actually got the red runners from Ants HQ just because they're close and I don't have to wait. Like the polymorphism is too much. Right. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I like Diversa. I haven't kept them, but I think if my Fidoli die, instead of getting new Fidoli, I'm going to get Diversa. Okay, I guess that's clean enough. Food. I guess I could give them a bit of honey. I mean, sugar water. But I'm trying not to give them too much because I don't want the queen to become a replete, as that can become quite problematic. Might have put me off anything that needs live feeding. Well, yeah. I mean, they're not like terrible to They're not like terrible to what am I saying? It's not that hard to get rid of the mites. I mean, I did kind of get rid of them one time, but then they came back, and then I hit them with a second wave, an even bigger wave of predatory mites, and now I think no workers have died since the second wave, so it should. If they need, I'm just going to keep topping them up because my predatory mites escaped into the old tub from my crickets, which doesn't have anything in it anymore, just soil and springtails, and they've been surviving by eating the springtails and some grain mites, and there are like thousands of them now. So I mean, if anyone needs them, I can send them some. But yeah, Fidoli is better though. I mean, you can argue that, but Carabera, like in terms of behavior, are very similar to Fidoli and look quite similar. They are very different. They are like complete different, but they're quite similar in some ways. And also, I want those trails. I've seen the TCA trails, and I want them. Bomb blood into the nest. I love the placodots. Probably one of my favorite species at the moment, if not my favorite species at the moment. I just think they're so cool. That's just their color, I think. That's the main thing for me. You can't really see it too much on here, but they have like some beautiful red heads, and especially the queen is beautiful. And once they get those repletes, they'll be even cooler. I mean, even without the repletes, I think they're great. I've got to go. The live stream is great. Oh, bye, Tuna. I think I'm going to speed this up a bit, so I'm going to bring these guys back and feed the next colony. Actually, one more thing. Water's going a bit bad, so I might give them a new test tube. I don't have any clean test tubes of the size, so I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to get an next colony. They'll last a bit longer. I'll clean test tubes after the stream. What do you guys want to see next? Should I bring over the harps and give them some live food? Let me just go over to the Nigers very quickly. I can bring over the harps, the Messors, the Nikos. I think those are going to be the main colonies which I'm going to show today, because I don't really want to show my my founding queens because I want them to, you know, do good. I'm going to bring over the Nikos real quick. Well, actually, I'll bring over the harps. Oh my lord, that is a lot of eggs. The queen and the gamma gate have been laying quite a lot. I'm just gonna do all of this. Okay. Oh, messy outworlds. Here they are. Oh, they are beautiful. Right here, they have a massive batch of eggs, but it just kind of blends into the sand. They haven't got any. I don't think they've got any larvae. Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, at Worlds. Yeah, I mean most of my setups are all Wakushi actually. I should probably get some vary up a bit, but it's easier just to keep one brand because then you can just like yeah, it's just a bit easier. I'm just gonna give these guys a pre-killed mealworm. They don't need live every time, and I only feed them live if I'm feeding them red runners, and I'm trying not to feed any red runners. So if I give them live mealworm, then it will just dig into the soil and be really annoying. They like mealworm though, even if it is pre-kills. So even they don't even have to be fed live. I'm just gonna drop it like straight. Oh dang it! Yeah, actually just dropped it straight into their nest entrance. That's a bit boring. Uh, they don't even need that much food at the moment because they don't have any larvae. They just need to feed the workers. They're so cool. I love them. I really like them. Honestly, I have to admit, they're not really worth the price. That is like something. That's quite a hard thing to admit after spending 150 quid on them. That they can get a bit boring. They don't really do much different stuff. They just kind of laze about and wait for foods. I wonder if I can get a little macro on them. Oh no, I won't be able to do that actually. Okay, they're cool. I'm honestly just going to bring them back. There's literally nothing to see since I just dropped there, since I can't really feed them live. I might come back to my Nigers and then bring over the Nikos. Nikos. Here we have them. Luna pods. Nikos. Here we go. What a cool little carpenter ant. It's so relaxing to watch. I guess I could get the macro lens on there. It just about get it on. Might be a bit. But hold on. Oh. Hold on. There we go. I think it might. Oh no. It's a bit difficult to get on. um. Sorry, guys. There we go. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, here we go. Got it on. Here they are. 8 workers. Queen. A decent amount of brood. Queen. It's mostly eggs now because they've just laid a bunch. Yeah. They're cool. Okay. Might be getting a bit laggy. Sorry, guys. Oh, there we go. Hello. Just started ant keeping hobby. I have a few Lacius, a few Tetras, two Fridoli, and one Campanotus, all caught this summer. Wow. That's cool that you can actually catch Tetramorium and Campanotus. Tip, just leave them alone. Don't move them into any big nests. Yeah, that's honestly the most important tips. Don't check on them too much. As you can see, this is a small Campanotus nicobarensis colony, and so, okay, I'm gonna give these some sugar and clean out their outworld. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. That would really be amazing. Since I mean, I do these live streams for fun. It's also nice to help out my channel a little bit. I'm nearly at 200 subscribers, so 5 more subs and I'll be there. Yeah, I mean, Tetramorium can get huge. Do you know exactly what species Tetramorium or Campanotus are? Because a good thing to do is look at like care guides for the different species. Sugar, they love sugar. Some people call Campanotus sugar ants. So, oh my god. Uh, oh my days, my throat is horrible. Oh, sorry, guys, it might be. Is it laggy? Oh no. I'm just gonna quickly reset something real quick. Okay. Campo Castanes. Oh, they're cool. Okay. It was so lucky. Like 4 p.m. I was mowing and it just came running out of the grass and immigrants for the tetras. Those are some cool species. I mean, I haven't kept species like that before. I've only kept two Campanotes before, and those are these Nikos and Fetching Boy. I think I have Fidoli Sai. I don't know how to pronounce that, and Dentata. Those are cool. Yeah, I can't. I live in the UK. The only species you can really catch here are Lasius niger, Lasius flavus, Formica, some Formica species, and um, European red ants. We only have like we don't have that many ant species here, or at least common ant species. I think they're beginning to get a bit more active. You can see yeah, they can stay. They're cleaning their antennae, which means that they can smell something. They're smelling that sugar water ball and that mealworm. You gotta get the coolest stuff. I have got some cool species. I've got Fidolinoda because I bought exotic species. I've got Fidolinoda, Harpignathus venator, Myrmicocystus placodops, the honeypots, Barbarus, Manica rubida. But yeah, so here you can get some really cool species. I've also got Formica fusca, which I forgot about. I need to feed those as well. But I've got some call them native species. Like here we have the Lassis niger, doing very well. But yeah, I have some cool exotic species. I want honeypot so bad. Yeah, I got mine from a private seller in the UK for only £60, which is like a lot less than they usually are in the UK. Oh, my voice is hurting. I might leave these guys to feed because they don't like getting disturbed too much. Turtle ants are your dream. Yeah, those are cool. Are those the ones with like the flat heads which do the guarding and stuff? Bringing over the messiest ants in the colony, Barbarus. Oh my god, they've grown a lot. I got them as like a 10 worker colony last year. Massive die off. Then they to like 2 workers. Brood came back to like 20 workers by the end of last year. After diapause, this is how they've recovered. So I reckon they've got 40 workers now. They really do need a new outworld, but I just can't be bothered. So they've also got their first major pupa. I mean, so it hasn't hatched out yet, but it's coming. They love protein, so I'm gonna give them some of that. They also like sugar recently, so I'm gonna give them some of that too. Yeah, very active. I mean, that's probably just because I've disturbed them. They're like the most. I'd say they're the most like. They get the most disturbed by vibrations out of any European species. Yeah, similar to my fetching koi, who gets, yeah, she gets very disturbed. Okay, I'm gonna give them a bit of mealworm. They are usually quite active, but yeah, they just get more active. Oh my god. Not escaped that time. That's pretty good. Wow. They have some media workers, so that's like just in between minors and majors. That's cool. Oh, the queen's running out, of course. I need to do some more cleaning on these guys. People call them the messy Barbarus as well, because I mean, they've got a lot of trash in the back there. I don't know how quickly they're going to grow now. Their brood is just good. It's very fast. I reckon next, if they grow too much, I'm just going to add an outworld and leave them let them still live in these test tubes. And once they really run out of space, then I'll give them a nest. Similar to my Fidoli, which have a similar setup where it's the same Venus nest here, but then they have an outworld like the Nigers here. So yeah, I can bring them back over if you want to see them. You just give them a little bit of sugar. Yes, you would love to. Okay, I'm just gonna stay on these guys for a minute. just because. Look at that. They love mealworm. What do they think of sugar, I wonder? Let's placed it in that part of the feeding dish there. Come on, Queen. Settle down. Okay. Should I leave these or should I just... I want to watch this for a minute. These ants don't have any stingers or anything, they just rely on their bite, but they do get majors which have very strong bites. I mean, honestly, they're not like tiny ants, like compared to my finger, they look quite large. Like, yeah, I guess so. The queen's quite big. Not my biggest ants. My jumping ants are my biggest ants. In terms of their workers, anyway. Okay, I'm gonna bring these guys back since they do not like me disturbing them that much. Okay, here we have the Fidoli Noda coming in. Oh, need to make some space. Okay, hold on. Oh, don't look at that. A bit messy. Okay, so yeah, here's the setup. You got the Makushi medium outworld, and then you got the fetus nest. So I wonder how many mages they have. They have look like they have like maybe 10 mages. They brought in the meal one from earlier. That's cool. It's in here. I put it in there, and they sucked it up into the entrance quite quickly. It's a bit dirty, so you can't see it too well, but they are pulling it back. They were living in the outworld for a while, which is a bit weird. I didn't think they're not a dry-loving species, but maybe they just need more space. They are quite a large colony. They're a big colony, but they're small ants. So, I mean, if they outgrow, I've got this nest here, side by side to the Venus nest. It looks like that. Don't want to move them in too quickly because, I mean, they probably only occupy this like one chamber. Maybe I could block off one of the chambers back here, and then just like let them occupy these two, since I want to connect it in the middle, in between the outworld and the nest, and they should move in. But I'm not going to do that just yet. Let me do that. I don't think. Oh, I forgot to give them sugar. Good chance to Sorry, tripod's annoying. Good chance to feed them again. Okay. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe because that would help me out quite a bit. I'm nearly at 200 subs, so that'll be cool. I think I'm at 195 now. Okay, there we go. It's in. Oh yeah, they love it. Usually they don't go. They used to not go too crazy for sugar, but they've grown quite a bit, so they need to fill up those workers, I guess. It's crazy how quickly they can react to food, quicker than most of my other colonies. Your feed only should go quite quickly because, I mean, small ants tend to grow quite quick. I think it's just because it just takes less time for the eggs to grow into larvae and into pupae. But yeah, there are slow growing small species like Lacus flavus, which are really tiny yellow ants. But yeah, they do not grow that quickly. These guys, though, they did have a die-off to like 20 workers, but then in the past few weeks, they've exploded from 20, I'd say, to maybe 100 plus, and 2 majors to like 10 majors. They're really fast as well. Okay, I'm gonna quickly close that. And I'm gonna bring over my harps again because I want to see if they've brought in the mealworm. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my phone crashed for a minute. I'm back though with the harping after dinosaur. Whoa. Sorry, hi Amanda. Sorry for that. Do you see that? I put in a mealworm in there like I don't know, like half an hour ago. Well, they've got it now. There's a worker drinking from it. I might put on the macro and have a quick close up. Oh, dang it. It's annoying. Okay, I think I've got it on now. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Look at that. That's some pretty cool action right there. I think that worker there is drinking from the, I think it's called hemolymph, the mealworm blood. I can maybe get a view of the eggs, but they have a big old egg pile right here. No larvae, so they're still recovering from the mites. But yeah. They've still got a few mites on them, but it's not that bad. Hey, do you have fire ants? I do have a Manica rubilla queen, but she hasn't got any workers yet, and I'm trying not to check up on her too much, so I won't be showing her in this live stream. Sorry, my throat is hurting. Favorite colony you own and your dream species. Favorite colony right now, probably Maphidoli. They're growing really fast, and yeah, they're doing really well. And my dream species is maybe I think I want to get Polyrachis cyan ventures, because they're these blue weaver ants, kind of, and they're so expensive, like £500 maybe, but they're super cool. Anthony Chu has them in stock right now. Can you maybe show us her? I'm really trying not to check up on her too much because she only has eggs, and I do not want her to eat them again. So, yeah, I've had struggle raising her, so she's not like the easiest queen to raise. I guess. Just for reference, this is how big they are. That's my hand there. They are quite large. It's definitely a pretty penny. I don't know why my voice keeps going today. It's a bit bad. Yeah, this looks cool. I'm gonna leave them alone again. I'm gonna bring over my Formica Fusca. Oh, it's a big setup. It's quite difficult to film this thing. It's so cool, but on it. So digging ant farm. Hold on, I'm gonna put the light behind so you can see the tunnels back there. So I think a few of them are living up in here. It's not the easiest to see, but they're living in here, and they just go down in these little tunnels. They've managed to dig all the way to the bottom. Don't believe they're living down there though. They have been alternating between living in here and living in their test tube. So I'm actually going to feed them. Let me just put this down. Sorry. The species is the hardest to take care of. Which I keep right now. I'd say my Campano is fetching point, but there are ants which are like impossible to keep in any sort of like setup, like indoors, and those could be stuff like army ants. I'm not sure why, but I think they just need like a ton of space, and there's just stuff. They're nomadic, so they don't stay in a singular nest. They'll go out looking for different places to make random nests out of their bodies, rather than just digging a little hole and living in it. So I don't think those are possible to keep. Yeah, I have fetching coin. I'm definitely not going to show her right now, but just because she's just a queen and she hasn't really got much brood because she's been eating it. Where should I put this? Let me also grab a bit of sugary. They're actually quite cool, but they're hard. Now, there aren't any workers in the outworld right now, so they're all panicking a little bit. But yeah. You see, we have another quick look in here. Oh, they're not there anymore. Where are they? Oh, they seem to be in a different location, which I cannot see. Okay, hold on. I think I see where they're living now. Okay, let me just. I'm gonna flip this nest around because I think on the other side of the digging space there is like more tunnels that you can't see on the other side. Okay, let's look. Okay, I can't see. Okay, oh yeah, I see it. I think the. Let's look. Yeah, I see movement in there. It's pretty difficult to see on camera. I think they're just hiding from yeah. Well, it's giving them food. I guess I should cut them back. I'm gonna come back to the nines in a second since there's some pretty cool ants. Where's the lid? Here you go. Okay, let's come back. Oh, I just looked in there water feeder. Sorry guys. I'll put that back for you. Okay. Well, it's difficult to get the right angle, but I'm just gonna look over there next. There we have them. The Lassius Niger. Growing exponentially fast. Oh my god. They've gone through all of that sugar water. Wow. They're fast drinkers. Should go in a chugging competition or something. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm putting the macro lens on right now. Nice macro review of my fingers. Okay. Oh, the light was on. Okay. Here you can see them in their nest. Pretty little ants right there. Lots of cocoons. Bloody hell. Where's that queen at? Maybe not in this bit. Oh, no, there she is. Hiding from me, I see. Eggs. More eggs. and lots of young larvae. That's super cool. And you can't see in the chamber because they've made the top. They've filled the top with sand. So, but there's lots of mature larvae in there. I think I'm gonna end the stream there, guys. I can see that no one's watching, so might as well just leave it there. If anyone's watching now, have a great day, or evening, morning, whenever you're watching. And I'm gonna put these ants back. Oh, whoops, camera's going upside down. Anyway, see you next week, Friday, 5 p.m. Hope you can see it. Bye, guys.